Happy New Year, everyone! It's been a while since we last connected. I wish you all a wonderful year in 2025. Now, let me share another JAV story with you if that's alright. In this installment, our main actress is Miss SUZUME MINO, and I must say, she looks fantastic in her office outfit. Without further ado, let's dive into the story. A typical day unfolds in an office filled with employees engrossed in their tasks. Mr. Tabuchi, the company's boss and president, arrives, and one of his staff accidentally collides with him. The disorganized man drops the papers he is holding, but luckily, he is not reprimanded too harshly. Inside the boss's office, we see our main character, Miss Inozume, who serves as Mr. Tabuchi's secretary. The guy says something about her outfit. He advised her to steer clear of inexpensive attire because she represents his company and should always present herself as beautiful and sophisticated. While adjusting the curtain, she glanced outside and spotted the man her boss had encountered earlier. She returned to inform her boss about his agenda for the day. Subsequently, he instructed her to reserve a VIP room at a restaurant and insisted that she accompany him. She hesitated due to having prior plans at that time. She was reminded that her job included accompanying him. She didn't want to say the reason at first but decided to say that she planned to meet her fiancé's parents. Mr. Tabuchi was taken aback by this revelation about his attractive secretary and displayed clear irritation. He inquired which of his staff members would be lucky enough to marry Miss Inozume. His frustration grew when he learned that Mr. Sakura, the man he had bumped into earlier, had won the favor of his stunning secretary. The news spread rapidly, prompting the two to inform their colleagues that they were engaged. Everyone celebrated the news except for one person, the company president, who had secretly loved the woman for quite some time but had ultimately lost out to another man in the office. He experienced a mix of rage and envy but devised a plan. He extended his congratulations to the couple. He discovered that the woman intended to leave her job to fully embrace the role of a housewife for her upcoming family. Consequently, they might encounter difficulties solely relying on the man's income. Mr. Tabuchi considered promoting the man to lead their latest project, believing that if he performed well, it could enhance his position and salary. The man agreed as it would significantly assist his future family. He significantly improved his performance on the project assigned to him, determined not to let down his boss and his future wife. He completed the job swiftly, and Mr. Tabuchi appeared to be pleased with the outcome. After that, he asked Miss Inozume to leave, stating he needed to discuss something. He called upon a man named Mr. Nita and requested something from him. What he asked for was a major secret. The following day, the president appeared extremely upset with Miss Inozume's fiancé. Mr. Sakura had failed to deliver on the project assigned to him, resulting in significant financial losses for the company. He was on the verge of being dismissed, but he pleaded for another opportunity, especially since he was paying for a house for his family. Miss Inozume also expressed her apologies to their employer. The elderly man composed himself, admitting he was partly to blame for placing too much trust in him. Once the man departed, he instructed his secretary to shut the door and window of the office, indicating he preferred some privacy. He then spoke extensively with the attractive employee. He expressed that, despite his anger towards her fiancé, he still wished to assist him for her benefit. He proposed that one way to do this was by having a clandestine relationship. She was given some time to consider his proposal. After a few days, she reached her decision. To protect her fiancé's job, she consented to her boss's demands. Since that time, the two have been cohabitating harmoniously. At work, nobody is aware of their situation but them. Even at home, the bond between the two has grown affectionate, despite the presence of the woman's fiancé. After a few days, Mr. Sakura was once again appointed project leader. This was his opportunity to redeem himself from the embarrassment he had previously endured. During the presentation, Mr. Tabuchi and his fiancée, Miss Inozume, were present. The secretary was feeling anxious and out of place. There was something bothering her. Before he could complete his report, the boss left and went to his office, accompanied by his secretary, and there they resumed the work that had been interrupted. In the final scene, Mr. Sakura is observed gathering paper documents from his co-workers. He has once again failed, and instead of being a project leader, he has been reduced to merely an office assistant. This is a significant setback for him and his family, who are already struggling with debt due to their mortgage, but there's nothing he can do about it. But he will keep his job. This will allow the secret affair between the president and the secretary, who has also developed feelings for him, to continue. The end. What lesson did you take away from this story? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And please refrain from mimicking the behaviors of the characters in this film, as they are clearly inappropriate. 2024 was a positive year for me, and I'm optimistic that this year will be just as rewarding. I appreciate all the support, and I hope this channel will continue to grow. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next story. Alright?